Hey there, this is Darren. Day 3. Whoops, I can't even hold up a 3. Day 3 of the Game Changer Challenge. The story. What's the story that kept you going, that you clang onto? What's the game changer story that you heard that gave you a new lease on life, a new attitude? What was it? Well, for me, it was Rudy, the movie. Rudy. So that was a huge game changer for me. If you didn't know, if you haven't seen the movie, please go check it out. It's a game changer. And if you have seen the movie, you kind of know the story. But here's how it was a game changer for me personally. Back in 1992, I attempted stand-up for the first time. I had no business on the stage, no talent, no nothing. Everyone told me I was crazy, I was stupid. That's not for you, Darren. Well, in 1993, that movie, Rudy, came out, and that's why it's in my office above my desk. That movie was a game changer because it's a story about a guy who had no talent, who was against the odds, who was the ultimate underdog, had no hope, no one believed in it except his one buddy. So it's ironic if you never heard the story. Some of you heard it from me, but Kobe Bryant, rest his soul, who passed. Rudy stood right here in my office and told me this story that way back in the day, his daughter had won a choir contest, and her choir won this prize where they were going to sing the national anthem for the Lakers. And so Rudy drove his daughter all the way here from Vegas, where he lives, out to Staples Center, and he got there 2 hours early, and there was no one around except Kobe Bryant. And Kobe was by himself on the basketball court shooting baskets. And Rudy turned to his daughter and said, "Hey, you want to go meet Kobe?" And yeah, okay. And as soon as they started going towards him, of course, security stopped them. But if you know the story of Rudy, that didn't stop Rudy. He yelled out, "Hey, Kobe, it's Rudy." And he stops and turns and says, "Rudiger? Yeah." And so they met, and Kobe told Rudy that back in the day when he was over in Europe playing basketball, that every day he would go home after practice and he would watch the movie Rudy. And so he thought that if a guy with no talent could work that hard and achieve what he did, Rudy, what if a guy with talent worked that hard? What could he accomplish? And he looked Rudy dead in the eye and he said, "I'm here 2 hours early today because of you. Because of you." Wow, here's a guy who played 57 seconds in one college football game, inspiring one of the greatest basketball players of all time. There's actually, you can look it up, there's an article on Sports Illustrated about that, and there's a picture of Rudy and Kobe that day, and Kobe turned to one of the staff and said, want to know the guy who inspired me the most? That guy right there, the real Rudy Rudiger. And it's just amazing. We never know who we can inspire. And that's why I want you to do this game changer challenge. What were the game changers for you? So number 3 for me was the Rudy story. When I was against all odds and when I needed that thing to cling on to keep me going, even though anyone and everyone around me said, that's not you, Darren. But somehow, some way, I just had to keep going and figuring it out. And that movie right there, that story that Rudy lived, inspired me. So what were some of the game-changing stories in your life? I'd love to have you join me in this Game Changer Challenge. 51 days, 51 game changers from your life to share them to help other people. Maybe they'll be a game changer maybe one of your game changers will be their game changer. Go back and check out day 1 if you want. Came from Glenna Salisbury, who I met early in my career, and she said, those moments that you and I transform, those are the moments we should be telling from stage. The stories behind those moments where all of a sudden everything changed for us. There was a shift. So please, game changer number 3, for me, it was the Rudy story that kept me going when it seemed like there was no hope. So, what's your game changer? Please help others by sharing yours. See you tomorrow.